Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So the net starting five. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's man in at the three spot. And for Charlotte. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knepel. And it's Diabate in at the five. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Knepel. Now, here's Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Ball with the bucket.
You can't give Ball any daylight out on the perimeter.
Here's Demon. He's covered by Ball. That one goes in.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
About a minute played so far here in the first. In the corner, Knepel with it. And again, it's Charlotte with the three.
So lethal off the catch. Knepel is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
Upside Thomas. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's their first look at this year's Brooklyn team here for their first regular season game.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
Pass to Porter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint. because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Hit by Bridges. Back to Ball. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 3. And Knippel, a bucket on the assist from Bridges. Bridges has got 3 assists tonight. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And talking to Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Right side, Thomas. Here's the floater. Knippel with the rebound.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Ball from long range. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 24 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
You know, that's the athleticism we refer to when we talk about Porter Jr. I mean, he gets to the bucket with ease.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Upside Thomas. There's the triple. Knippel with the rebound.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
And it's Ball in the corner. Off target from 3-point range. Nets trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fires for 3. And it's Demon missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Bridges for 3. Here's Diabate.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Porter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, when you foul Porter Jr., you better foul him like you mean it, or it'll be an and 1, just like it was there.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And Porter, no good on that one. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Here's Demon. After the basket by Charlotte, the tray. That's good from Porter on the assist by Thomas. Porter's got 9.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Bridges kicks the ball. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Thomas. Nice move. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Well, Thomas is capable of creating his own shot, a valuable skill that makes him very difficult to guard.
Hornets leading by 6. And here is Ball. He's got 6. Takes the 3. The rebound by Demon.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Bridges against Porter. Lobbed up there for Miller. In transition, here come the Nets. Demon, that's good. Demon's got his second basket of the night.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. In for the Hornets. Colin Sexton comes in for Knipple. Williams is checked in for the Nets. Traore comes in for Demon. So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 4. Outside Thomas. Banked in off the glass.
And Cam Thomas just does a great job there, absorbing the contact on his way up.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
54 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Porter. Beyond the arc. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Ball, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Thomas. The layup off target. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Here's Thomas. No good with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
A shot by Diabate. No good. Outside Thomas. Porter in the corner. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 18 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Nets. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
They've got Pat Connaughton. Colin Sexton is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Salon in a power forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. No good from Connaughton. Nets leading by 4. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
And that one falls for Torrey. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
One shot.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you guys.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Mann. Nothing on the board. Sexton kicks to Connaughton. Back to Sexton. Sinks the three-pointer.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Here's Traoré. They lead by 1. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Powell on the double team. Williams against Connaughton. Inside. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Net shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Traoré. And with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter so far. And there's the foul. It's on Nolan Traoré. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Knipples checked in for McNeely. Brandon Miller comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Ball subbed in for Trey Mann. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
I'll tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Deming. Mann. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Mann's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to Plumlee. Now Ball. This one for 3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Mann gets the bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Plumlee sets the pick for Sexton. And it's scanned in by Plumlee.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Fast break now for Charlotte. The open look here for Sexton. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Mann lets the 3 fly. Hornets with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Porter. Now Mann, and they get it. That one, no good. To the paint, here's Ball. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Charlotte making some changes. Diabate's checked in. And it's Miles Bridges in for Sexton. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Cameron Thomas comes in for Williams. Nets trail by 8. On the wing, Porter. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got 21.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Miller for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Thomas. Stolen by Knipple. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
Now, here is Miller. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thomas down low. He has 6. The shot from the low post is good. And now just a 4-point Hornets lead. Charlotte has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. There's the triple. Knueppel, no good. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Porter. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the inside. Bridges misses. Nets trail by 4. Porter looking it over. And that's Knueppel with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 24 points.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
Pass the ball. Back to Bridges. And the rejection by Claxton. Porter against Bridges. Porter in the corner. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Hornets 4th.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Fires the three. Another three for Brooklyn.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Bridges outside. Pass to Diabate. Here's Knueppel. Shot clock at 5. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by the Nets.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, lazy D. They'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. The Los Angeles Clippers will be playing against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Tip-off is 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while.
Two great teams just going at it. We'll see which style of play wins out.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Hornets trail by 8. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. And it's man in at the 3 slot.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His 3-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, team. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
And Porter drops them both. And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in his game.
Pass to man. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. In the corner, Knueppel with it. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight.
A lights-out shooter. Opponents will learn quick. You have to guard Knueppel tight, or he'll knock those down.
Here's Demon. He's covered by Ball. There's Porter at the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 38 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
The Rico come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges, coming off a terrific season. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
It's Thomas outside. The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Pass to Bridges from the arc. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
Getting Bridges something within the rhythm of the offense, I think that's good strategy, and I like it.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Kept alive, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here goes on Knueppel. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with their treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
That's good from Thomas. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Demon, and that one good. Demon's got 6, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Charlotte's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Ball with a wide-open look. Misses the 3. The Nets with the lead. And finished off by Porter.
This is what Porter Jr. does. I mean, he has this unique ability and effortless way of just taking over games.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Ball. Bridges passes to Miller. Here's Diabate. Claxton covering. Ball with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Demon. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. Misses the layup. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. There's Ball with the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Kneppel. Thomas covering. Now Ball. He's got 25. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges dishes the ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ball's got 28.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Brooklyn trailing. They're outside. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Sexton, he's checked in for Ball. So it's the Hornets now. Here's Diabate. Comes down in the low post. It goes. Diabate's got 8 points.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Well, the runs have just been traded back and forth all game long. Man, I'm enjoying this.
Here's the screen. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Man gets the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Out to Miller. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Miller's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was third in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the two guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hornets?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's... Oh, nice slam there by Thomas. This guy just gets it done in so many ways.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play brought to you by AT&T. And so Sexton will bring it up for Charlotte. And Sexton slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah, only the sixth worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent. But they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
The first free throw is good. Clark, the Hornets with a bunch of promising young players, hoping they can jumpstart this rebuild.
And if guys like LaMelo and Brandon Miller can stay healthy, Kevin, that's going to be key. It would not surprise me at all to see them make a big jump forward.
So he gets them both. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Sexton penetrating. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
He was free to fire at his leisure there, not much resistance.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Thomas, pass to man. Fires for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McNeely. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And here is Ball. Connaughton sets a screen for Ball. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to man from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Ball. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? The Hornets on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 12-4 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Good! Another from 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Ball with the bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Nets trail by 5. Pass to Porter. Stacks up a three, and again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
At the line for the Nets, Curry taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Traore. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Ball, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Porter, and good! There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Ball kicks to Sexton. Takes it inside. Off target at the rim. Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Porter Jr. showing us he'll fight to score inside, flexing some muscle in the interior.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Claxton's checked in. And Porter, no good on that one. Charlotte trailing. To the middle. The shot by Sexton, no good. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Traore, good, and a nice assist from Porter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Connaughton sets a screen for Ball. Good work there as it goes. Ball's got 35 in the game.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Pass to Claxton. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nets lead by 4.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Plumlee with a screen on Powell. Here's Diabate. Sexton for 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Now here's Williams. Powell the pass to Porter. He shoots again. And Claxton with a nice bucket inside. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Plumlee. Powell against Sexton. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The kick out to Porter. From downtown. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He locks up the alley-oop pass. Plumlee, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Sexton kicks to Connaughton. Porter with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Powell finds Claxton. Now here's Williams. Back to Claxton. There's Porter with the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Down low. Here's Diabate. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists now in the game. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. It's Porter outside. Connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg, he's now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
In all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night belongs right there with him.
Bridges, he's checked in for Plummer. Miller comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Knipple in for Colin Sexton. Then for the Nets, Mann's checked in for Williams. Cameron Thomas comes in for Powell. And Demon subbed in for Traore. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you once again, Allie. Shot clock at 6. It's good!
You watch the dribble, and he has the demeanor of someone who will hit a lot of big shots over the course of his career.
A 2-point game. Now Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Now Porter jacks up a 3. And it's off. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Ball fired. Creamed from outside.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
The Nets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And he does not hit.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Puts up the 3. Claxton with the rebound. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 57% in this first quarter. Yeah, that goes down.
And Porter Jr. is a big shot maker. He loves having that opportunity.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Claxton with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Porter outside for 3. And it misses. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Wow. I mean, Bridges coming up with the biggest points of the night.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Porter. Good. Another from three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, and a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is bested. What a shooting display.
Here's Bull. Beyond the arc. Down it goes for three.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Now Porter lets loose a three. And there's the three.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Bull. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
And here's Brooklyn. The lead is 2. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Porter with it. 5 to shoot. It misses. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Here's Bridges. Ball. That's in there.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Big game. His confidence could...
Oh, and Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah! What a shot! Just when you think the game is over, he's able to knock it down from deep.
Unbelievable. And sending it to OT on that kind of buzzer beater will give them, I think, a huge lift heading into the extra session.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
Here we go.
Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. And it's ball. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center, filling out the middle. Thomas fires. Takes advantage. That J is good.
That's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Charlotte trailing. Takes the three. He drills the three.
Well, this is the kind of production this team wants out of Knipple, attacking efficiently without hesitation.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Porter outside. Launches it. Can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time.
Here's Bridges. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
Here's Demon. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
In overtime here, minute and a half off the clock. And down goes the three.
Defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
There's the steal. Left side, Miller. Namelo. The three doesn't go. Nets trail by 4. Now Thomas. Outside, Porter. And another one falls.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Major poise for Porter Jr. Big time at coming through. And his teammates need him to.
Claxton with the rebound. Nets have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Stolen by Knipple. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Free throw off from Ball.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
What a number, tying Wilt, Doncic, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe had more in a single game.
Now Porter to take the lead. Good, he hits again.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Now Thomas. Now Claxton. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Ball. Clock is at 3. Knocks down the 3.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're down by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Claxton with the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. That'll be a 5-second call. Bridges. The long shot, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. Ball fires. Missed on the 3. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Michael Porter.